Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to the channel and leave a like on the video. After his grandmother passed away, one man was cleaning out the old woman's belongings when he came across a gold bar hidden away in a box. Not knowing how much it was worth, he decided to take it to the Pawn Stars to find out more. Simply melting the gold bar down would have brought the man $24,000. However, after an expert confirmed that the gold bar was actually from the 1554 Spanish shipwreck of Padre Island in Texas and worth twice as much.
So you're telling me that's worth $48,000?
In that neighborhood.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
All right, thanks for coming in, Mel.
My pleasure.
The lucky finder of the treasure agreed to sell the bar to Rick for just $35,000, and both men walked away happy from the transaction. If you watch Pawn Stars on a regular basis, you know that one of Rick's most frequent customers is Adam, who often brings in extremely valuable books. When he came to Rick on season 10 with the 5th edition copy of the Book of Mormon, printed in 1842, and the last edition to be printed while the religion's founder, Joseph Smith, was still alive, Rick decided to call in his rare book expert to appraise its value. Rebecca Romney had good news for both Adam and Rick.
This is by far the most valuable book you've ever had me appraise.
As she estimated the book to be worth $40,000, considering it is not just of interest in Mormon collectors, but also a historical document of America's most successful homegrown religion. Adam, who had hoped to get $25,000 for his treasure, eventually agreed to sell it for $24,000, which was still one of the highest payouts in the shop's history, and Rick surely made a huge profit by beating down Adam's more than fair price by another grand. In 2013, the car rental company Hertz created 150 limited edition Ford GT Mustangs in a partnership with American entrepreneur Roger Penske. The first 10 cars produced were even more special as they had a 6-speed manual, so when a man offered Trick one of these first 10 cars, he was hoping to get $85,000 for it. After a professional last car driver, Joey Logano, gave it a test drive to confirm that everything was in good shape as it seemed, Rick managed to beat down the seller and bought the Mustang for $60 grand. In the season 7 episode, Close But No Cigar, a man walked into the pawn shop claiming he had a cigar box that John F. Kennedy owned while he was president between 1961 and 1963, which still held several cigars. It is a known fact that Press Secretary Pierre Salinger bought 1,200 Cuban cigars for JFK the day before he signed the Cuban embargo, and so the seller was looking to get $95,000 for the box and its remaining cigars. However, after mentioning that he owns a private museum and is looking for some quick cash to move to a bigger facility, Eric gave Rick a small advantage in the following negotiation. Rick's initial offer was just $50,000.
$5,000.
I think the auction estimate was 100 and it didn't meet it. I'll give you 50 grand.
And even though Eric was hesitant to lower his price too much, they eventually struck a deal of just $60,000, of which he would get one half in cash right away and the other half after some paperwork. Although it might not have been the worst deal ever made on the show, it is never smart to admit that you are looking for some quick cash when haggling with the tough bargainers from the gold and silver pawn shop. In the 3rd episode of season 14 of the popular show, Adam paid another visit to the shop, offering Rick a leaf of the famous Gutenberg Bible. As you will know, this was the first substantial book printed in the West with Johannes Gutenberg, movable metal type press that he invented around 1440. Since only 49 copies are known to exist, a day and only 21 of those are complete. It is not rare to come across a single leaf of the book, and even Rick knew that anything connected to Gutenberg and his famous printing press is worth a little fortune. Since the asking price was $65,000, Rick decided to call on his book expert Rebecca to make sure that the leaf was real and to find out how much he thought it was worth. She estimated it at around $80,000, but Rick's first offer to Adam was an almost insultingly low $40,000.
How much would you be willing to go? Of all the business we've done over the years,
You give me a number what you're comfortable with.
40,000.
I can't do 40 on it.
Of course, his regular customer was not impressed with this ridiculous offer, but still ended up selling for nearly $20,000 less than he had initially wanted for the value belief when the two eventually struck a deal ages $47 grand. That's all we have for today's video, guys. Thank you for watching, and we will see y'all next time.